The drone manufacturing process in the factory. The production of drones in a modern factory involves a highly organized, systematic process that integrates mechanical engineering, electronics, software development, and quality assurance. The process typically begins with design and prototyping and ends with flight testing and packaging. Each stage plays an important role in the functionality, safety, and performance of the drone. This document presents the main stages of the drone manufacturing process in an industrial environment. Concept design and planning. The production journey begins with concept design, where engineers, designers, and product managers collaborate to determine the drone's specifications based on its intended use: recreational, commercial, agricultural, military, or industrial. Important decisions are made regarding flight time, payload capacity, navigation system, camera integration, connectivity, e.g. GPS, Wi-Fi, 5G, autonomy capabilities. Designers use CAD, computer-aided design, software to model the drone's physical structure. At the same time, software teams begin planning the firmware and AI logic, especially for autonomous functions and obstacle avoidance. 2. Sourcing components and managing the supply chain. Once the design is approved, the factory will initiate supply chain activities. The drone requires a diverse set of components, including brushless motors, electronic speed controllers, ESC, lithium polymer, LiPo batteries, GPS and IMU, inertial measurement unit, modules, flight controllers, propellers, frames made from carbon fiber or plastic, cameras and sensors mounted on the device. Factories often collaborate with suppliers worldwide, ensuring each component meets the required quality standards. Logistics planning ensures timely delivery and cost efficiency to the production line. 3. Frame fabrication. The drone frame, its structural framework, is usually made from carbon fiber, plastic, or aluminum alloy. The fabrication process includes CNC machining for precision parts, injection molding for plastic components, laser cutting for frame plates, laminating composite for carbon fiber. Robotic arms and precision machinery ensure uniformity and compliance with design specifications. Each part is then inspected before assembly. 4. Electronic assembly, PCB fabrication and soldering. Next is electronic assembly, usually carried out in a clean room environment. The main activities include fabricating PCBs for the flight controller and power distribution board, surface mount technology, SMT, soldering of electronic components, manual soldering for connectors and sensitive components. Technicians inspect each circuit board to ensure continuity, power distribution, and signal integrity before mounting them onto the drone body. 5. Installation of the motor and propulsion system. The propulsion system is one of the most important factors. Each drone usually has from 4 to 8 motors, depending on the type: quadcopters, hexacopters, octocopters. The motors are mounted on the frame arms using precise mounts. ESCs are connected and calibrated with each motor. The propellers are installed but not tightened until the final inspection. The alignment and securing of the motors must be perfect to ensure stable flight and efficient energy use. 6. Integration of sensors and communication modules. Sensors provide awareness capabilities for the drone. They include IMU, gyroscope, accelerometer, barometer, altitude control, GPS module, optical and infrared sensors, ultrasonic distance meter. In addition, communication modules such as radio transmitters, antennas, and Wi-Fi, Bluetooth devices are also installed. These components are connected via internal wiring or flexible cables, carefully arranged to avoid interference. 7. Integration of battery and power system. The battery compartment is installed and designed for balance and easy replacement. The power system includes connection to the power, distribution board, PDB, voltage regulation modules, safety circuits to prevent overcharging or short circuits. When the system is connected, the drone is powered on briefly to check for short circuits, voltage drops, and current consumption. 8. Software programming and firmware installation. Drones require complex integrated software. This step includes uploading firmware to the flight controller, installing a real-time operating system, RTOS, for critical tasks, programming navigation algorithms, return-to-home functions, and obstacle avoidance, configuring communication protocols, e.g. Mavlink, UART, CAN bus. Software engineers may also use simulation tools to virtually test the drone before real-world trials. 9. Integration of subsystems and mechanical assembly. All components, frames, electronics, propulsion systems, sensors are integrated into a unified unit. Wires are secured with clamps or cable management systems. Connectors are locked firmly in place. The gimbal, if any, for the camera is installed and calibrated. The landing gear is firmly attached. The casing or protective layer is installed. At this stage, the drone takes its final shape. 10. Quality control and pre-flight inspection. Before conducting flight tests, the drone undergoes a strict quality control (QC) process. Visual inspection to ensure structural integrity. Thermal imaging to detect overheating. Signal check of GPS, IMU, and radio modules. Motor calibration check on the thrust stand. Faulty devices will be returned for repair. Only drones that meet all criteria will proceed to flight testing. 11. Flight testing and calibration. This is an important stage that takes place in indoor flight chambers or outdoor testing fields, checking stability during hovering, maintaining altitude and GPS lock, accuracy of navigation paths, obstacle avoidance and emergency safety systems, measuring battery performance and flight time. Engineers can adjust the PID control loop, proportional integral derivative, for fine-tuning. Data is collected through a remote data transmission system for further analysis. 12. Final assembly and aesthetic finishing. Drones that pass the flight tests will undergo final aesthetic processing. Brand label stickers, indicator LED lights, protective coating against dust or moisture. Any remaining detachable parts, such as propeller guards, camera modules, or custom payloads, will be packaged separately. 13. Packaging and distribution. The final drone units are carefully packaged using foam layers to protect delicate parts. Anti-static bags for electronic components. User manuals and warranty cards. The units are boxed and labeled for domestic or international shipping. The factory's logistics team is responsible for distribution to warehouses or retailers worldwide. 14. Post-production, support and documentation. Even after production, the factory maintains a support ecosystem, firmware updates, spare parts and replacement services. technical documentation and user training, customer support and returns. Data collected from actual usage is often fed back into the design cycle for future versions. Conclusion. The production of drones in factories is a complex process involving precise engineering, automation systems, skilled labor, and meticulous quality control. Every step, from initial design to final delivery, ensures that drones are safe, efficient, and ready for practical deployment. As more industries adopt drones, factories are becoming smarter, more automated, and capable of mass production on an unprecedented scale, while maintaining high standards of quality and innovation.